Alright my super fam, time for our third weekly Genshin news. On the channel, we're back with some amazing news that you might be want to look out for. And together with that, we're definitely going to be reacting to some of the most interesting memes we've got this week as well. Now guys, a big thing currently we're doing on the channel is regarding the Genshin Award 2023. Because yes, it's almost the end of the year, where it's a perfect time for us to be voting for our most favorite character of the year. And yes, your favorite character would love it for your support. So take around 2 minutes if you haven't already. Fill out the survey down in the description below guys, and I will be announcing a result on a dedicated Genshin Award video on the channel on a later date before the end of the year, so look out forward to it guys. It's going to be a very fun one to beat. And so with that guys, let's just dive into some of this week's interesting news. Oh my god, look at that. Did Hoyoverse just drip marketed a brand new character? Well, that's basically Jeht, who's one of the most famous NPCs in our world quest of Sumeru. Well, apparently this is not a real drip marketing of a character card. It's just apparently a very well designed character card that actually baited so many people into believing that it was real for a bit. Because my oh my, at first if I did look at this, and more importantly if I didn't know who this character was, I probably got baited as well because it's just so good and looks so real. But another point I want to discuss regarding this post is that I believe many of the other players would actually love to have some of the more popular NPCs to become playable at a certain point in time, because yes, not just the main quest guys. If you're someone who've been going through the side quests, you would realize that there have been so many amazing NPCs or characters that would just appeared in the side story quests, but they did make a whole lot of impact on us. And of course, since they don't have enough screen time, the only way we could have met them was basically going through our side quests, which leave us at a certain point desire for more of their content. So yeah, hopefully Hoyoverse may potentially give us those kind of playable character down the line, and a very huge thumbs up, a vote to the creator of this card design. Now on the topic of officially confirmed character, yes, Hoyoverse just dropped 2 new characters that is definitely confirmed to be in patch 4.4. And first off, it's none other than our cloud retainer Xian Yun. Oh my god, I'm still not used to the name Xian Yun because I don't remember hearing that name anywhere. Probably if I did miss the lore or something, then yes, the name may have been mentioned, but this is the first time I hear that name. But as usual, I just refer to her as cloud retainer, a character that we have been waiting for many days. We did get to see her appearance as a human being back in Lantern's Rite event last year during the event quest, but actually I didn't expect for us to get to play her this early. I was kind of predicting that it's going to be much later on in the game when we get to play these kind of characters, but finally she's here and she's confirmed to be an Anemo character. Regarding anything toward her skills and kit at this point, definitely it's not confirmed in any way, so we're not going to be discussing anything regarding that, but hopefully she does turn out to be a very powerful character, and yes, pretty much usable across the board, and basically quote unquote hopefully Hoyoverse don't mess her up. Another character is someone who's called Gaming. While I haven't seen any kind of gaming console being available in Liyue yet, so I guess the notion of someone actually being named Gaming is not going to be too much for Liyue citizen to cope with, but never have I thought will come a day when gaming is literally a character name. So this definitely looks to be a very interesting character. Now as always, we don't know what he is capable of just yet, but from the look of it, most definitely he's going to be a 4-star character that comes into the reruns banners or whichever phase that Cloud Retainer is not going to be on. I can be mostly sure of it. Now if I had to guess, I would guess that he is going to be a Claymore character. For some reason I just feel it actually fits him. Hopefully it's not another Poem Pyro character because we've already got too much of that. And yeah, as long as he's not gonna be, you know, like an on-field DPS character and turns out to be some kind of good sub DPS character, I say that you will be able to find use in him somewhere down the line. Moving on, I believe that you guys have already known one of the biggest news regarding the Genshin community this week. And while it's actually not just about the Genshin community, but also is Honai Styo related, which is yes, Honai Styo is definitely gonna be getting an absolutely free 5-star character, Dr. Ratio, a very new character as well, who's gonna be featuring in patch 1.6 of Honkai Styo due to the fact that HSR basically won the Best Mobile Game Award of 2023, which is a feat that Genshin Impact has never managed to actually do. So yeah, HSR just straight up went ahead and gave us an amazing 5-star character for us to enjoy, which definitely of course enraged many of the Genshin players. And yes, of course, myself was definitely surprised to a certain extent. I kind of understand that, yeah, HSR just got the Best Mobile Gaming Award, which is why they did that. But I mean, yeah, Genshin Impact, some of the awards could have been a lot better too, you know, all of the rewards regarding the anniversary. Yes, for the past 3 years, basically it has always kind of sucks compared to all of the rewards that you can potentially get from Honkai Styo. You know, you can even get a free 5-star standard character to a certain point after you've done certain pulls. There's never been any kind of that regarding Genshin Impact. And yes, I just have to say that HSR rewards are basically a lot better most of the time than Genshin Impact as well. Now, of course, we don't know the exact reason why Hoyoverse is actually doing this, but yeah, to a certain point, I do believe that Honkai Styo is kind of like a side game that Hoyoverse is doing so that they can better promote Genshin Impact, because yes, those two games are made from the same company. So if you're someone who got into Honkai Styo at first, don't know anything about Genshin Impact, you later down the line get into Genshin Impact eventually, because you will be interested to finding out about that. But going through Reddit for the past week, guys, has been so funny because there's been so many hilarious posts regarding this matter on the Genshin Impact meme Reddit. The memes are so hilarious. Like for example, yes, we did literally get a free 5-star, guys, and that is Aloy. Yes, she is a 5-star, so guys, we can't complain anything here, right? And don't forget, yeah, in Lantern Ride event, we do usually get free 4-star character from Liwei. However, there is actually Xiangling and Xingqiu who are within the pack, and while these characters are basically 5 stars in disguise as 4 stars, so yeah, while Genshin doesn't usually come right out and say, hey, we're giving you 5 stars, but eventually you do get some of the better rewards and character out there. So I don't know, that probably kind of makes sense here and there. But the amount of upvote and how much attention we're seeing regarding these kinds of memes is just surprising, because yeah, Genshin has been out for 3 years now and players have always expected to be getting this kind of reward, but it has never came. Which on that note, guys, I actually do have a question, is that if you guys get to choose whatever desired 5-star character of your own choice, and I actually will be going on another level as well, is that you can also choose whichever constellation of that character too. Which character would it be? Now I know that most of you is going to be choosing a C6, but I'm actually interested to knowing which C6 character you guys are actually interested in. It's not a common question, right? Like, oh, which 5-star character that you want, but I'm more interested to finding out which C6 character you actually want. So yeah, type down in the comment below, guys. I'd love to see your answer there and have a really good discussion. Now, we all know Archons are such lovable characters in Genshin Impact, and they hold absolutely powerful skills that puts us in awe within the story quest and mostly within the gameplay as well. But I've never actually seen any kind of reference regarding the Archons towards this slime, which this meme post actually kind of makes sense, because yeah, Anemo Slime can fly, Geo Slime have really good shield. I didn't actually realize that Electro had their twin version, and yeah, the Dendro Slimes also summoned a small version. But an interesting here regarding this post is discussing that Furina is actually was referencing to Jesus. Now guys, I'm not religious and I definitely don't have a full knowledge regarding Jesus, though I only have a basic understanding of him. But yeah, many of us have been discussing how much Furina and Fosalor's story have related to Jesus regarding, you know, walking on water, and Fosalor sacrificed and died for Fontaine sins. And the first Fontaine teaser literally was called the Final Feast, which is definitely very close to the Last Supper as well. So yeah, it's interesting to see how much, you know, kind of reference and closely related Genshin is doing towards, you know, the real world, especially, you know, each different regions is kind of connected to a place in the world, which is really interesting. But there's also interesting theories regarding the Archons as well, since we've just discussed their relation towards the slime, is that there are also relations toward the hypothesis as well. For between each hypothesis, there are actually counterparts Archon, where yes, again, the Anemo have winds, Geo shield, Dendro's corrupted and be cleansed, and Hydro summons sea creatures and can heal just like Furina's. But the weird thing regarding the Electro hypothesis is that why the hell is it doing rock, paper, scissors? Because yes, the electro hypothesis does have a certain reference toward the electro archons, Raiden Shoguns as well. Because if you didn't remember, Ai and Makoto were twins, and back then Makoto was basically the electro archons. But there's also reference toward the hypothesis because there are actually two electro hypotheses, but one is actually inactive or basically dead, which can be found in Inazuma, which I would say is closely referenced to Makoto, and the active currently hypothesis here in Mondstadt, who has really weird attack animations. Who knows, right? Ai has been sitting meditating for too long, but she might sometimes get bored and just basically plays rock, paper, scissors by herself in that domain. Who knows? Now, I know that all of us usually love to have really high numbers regarding our main DPS. However, we actually have a good meme showing one of the main reasons why players feels bad even if they do a lot of DPS. Because yeah, as you can see, if you're a Kokomi mains and you're seeing her doing a 20k normal attack, you would definitely love it on her. But for Hu Tao main with an 80k charge attack, yeah, that's probably a little bit low for Hu Tao, right? Yes, usually that comes down to perception. So my humble suggestion would be that you just play the game by building your character the right way, but never going for a huge number. While it's not wrong to go for numbers, but you shouldn't really feel sad when you're seeing someone else with a similar build do more, because that's definitely, there are a lot of things that's behind the scene regarding, you know, crit rate and crit damage in there, and many of the videos only shows the part that actually really do high crit damage numbers versus when they aren't doing that. So yeah, my super fam, usually you just go for the most optimal builds, and instead of wasting time worrying about numbers, let's just enjoy the game and Genshin Impact as it usually would. Now, talking about interesting memes and good questions of the week, guys, I came across a very good questions within this post regarding the question of, guys, what do you actually think will comes out first, GTA 6 or is it Genshin Impact anime? Literally, guys, I actually forgot about Genshin anime because this was teased so long ago. I think that was basically a year and a half ago that they teased, right? And at this point in time, it is still under production, where yeah, GTA 6 is said to be coming out in 2025. So I'm not sure if Genshin Impact anime has already came out by then. But actually, guys, I don't really mind or care how long it takes for them to produce it, as long as the end result is absolutely amazing. Ufotable is doing this. I know if the battling animation is actually as sick as Demon Slayer would be, I don't actually care if Genshin anime comes out after GTA 6, because yeah, by that time I'm still going to be playing Genshin Impact and I would love to see Genshin anime. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think is going to be coming out, and are you looking forward to the Genshin anime? Do you think it will be successful and have really good animation? So far, yeah, the animation looks fantastic, but I'd love to hear what you guys think down below. So guys, that's basically everything I have to cover and say in this third weekly news. I hope that was a very fun for you to watch during your weekend. Once again, guys, if you haven't filled out the survey regarding the SuperaTom channel Genshin Award 2023, just have 2 minutes down below and vote for your most favorite character of the year. If you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to subscribe, as I post lots of interesting Genshin Impact video as well as guides, and I'm sure it will be very valuable to you. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me till this part of the video, guys, and with that, I wish you a super day and I will catch you on my next video.